Hey everyone, welcome to COPICafe, episode 43. We're excited you're here. Always glad to give you guys, our community, a update on everything that's happening at Cornucopias that we can talk about. I wish we could talk about all of it, but that'd be a really long episode. We're trying to keep it a little more dense for you guys. Anyway, you got Rob Gregg here, Josh Jones. Hello. And Rob, what are you drinking?
So today, a member of the community, on our last comments from our last video, somebody asked me to go and find a drink, and the supermarket didn't have them, but I have ordered it. So instead, I have some purple grapes, Grape Boost. Welsh.
What was? Did I just see something that said vascular system at the bottom there? Raise it up a little bit. Immune system, vascular system. Interesting. All right.
Yep. Good for your veins.
What are you marketing there on the health benefits of Welch's sugar beverage?
It has been pointed out to me that I never ask you what you're drinking.
Yeah, you do. Well, sometimes you do. It's occasionally. Would you like to ask me?
And this is that occasion. Josh, what are you drinking today?
That's a great question. I'm drinking an apple-flavored fizz. It's got some vitamins in it. It's got a little tiny amount of carbonation, and it's pretty tasty.
Doesn't look like apple.
Green apple.
Oh.
Well, let's just jump right into our, topics for today. We got some fun stuff here. Tokens Farm is where it's a service that we use to offer staking rewards for Copi holders. And so we launched a new Tokens Farm pool. Be sure to go over there and check that out. You can find all the official information in our Discord, Telegram, all of that good stuff for how to stake your Copi token. That's if it's on the BNB chain. Now, for those of you that are concerned about Cardano staking, we are working on that. We've talked to a few groups about that, and we are definitely going to be launching that fairly soon. As quickly as we are able to, but so I don't have more information on that there. But as you know, Cardano is a newer ecosystem, so there's a variety of options that aren't available that are on other chains, and then there are some options that are becoming available on Cardano. So it's just a matter of which way we go there. So that is in the works. Let's see what else here we've got. Play and earn.
Yeah,
a big topic, right?
That stirred up the community last week. A bit of
it did, and I want to make sure that everybody understands the sentiment behind that announcement and what's going on. So first and foremost, in our tokenomics that we've announced, there is a play to earn section. We're renaming that for marketing purposes. We want to change the way we're phrasing that. So that'll be the rewards. That's not changing. That's for the community. That's for the players of the game in a variety of different ways. We will have a reward structure that those tokens are utilized for. And we're also, as previously mentioned, going to allow you guys to vote on some of those things, and that's a lot of fun. But so just know that before getting too fired up. And then secondarily, the original reason was I was looking at play to earn. This is probably, you could see this 4 months ago in COPICafe episodes, but where I was talking about how I don't like the to earn. So it's like the motivation for playing our game should be that it's fun. Number one, first and foremost, not that you're coming to earn a living or something to that effect, right? So, just a marketing thing there. But now there's just a lot of negativity around the play and earn or play to earn that we just want to change that paradigm and not be utilizing it in that way. So, the players that we're targeting are, we have a unique target market that we want to make attracted to our game. We want them to be attracted to our game because of how fun it is. And there is, without a doubt, a rewards structure that we are you know, we've got a lot more work to do on it. You've done some great planning on it. We've done some iterating on it. But there's just still more to figure out there. What would you add to that?
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, just like in the early days of Bitcoin, people associated Bitcoin with scams and play to earn has kind of gained some kind of a notoriety like that, and we're kind of seeing it, like you say, with play and earn. Um, that we're basically rewards, aren't they? We're rewarding people for playing, and in the game you will be rewarded with um, you'll be rewarded with in-game assets. You'll be rewarded with NFTs in some instances. You'll be rewarded with in-game currency. You'll be rewarded for landowners the Kopi token. So there'll be staking rewards.
Still have to take actions within the game to earn
Yeah,
those.
none of it is
Yes.
passive whatsoever. So you'll have to
Correct.
open up your land for other people to come on, and then maybe you'll have to empty your barn and stuff like this. There's going to be lots of rewards. So don't worry about that. But it's definitely an economy that'll be a two-way thing. So you'll have to be participating with the game, not full time. And we're going to actually develop a companion mobile app in the future, not for the MVP, where you'll be able to manage your land from the app, especially if you've got multiple land. So all that is been planned and coming to make it as simple as we can. But yeah, it's definitely not going to be sit back on your land, earn passive income, because you know that's
And the
not
other
what we
important
want.
thing to add there is that we definitely want your feedback. And so there will be testing feedback opportunities as we scale up the platform. It's not going to be publicly available to everyone right away. There's so many things we have to test. And so as we unfold testing groups, we will be recording an XP value and things of that nature that will allow to convert to token and earn that way. But it's a reward. So it's a reward for, let's say you're going to test and you've tested for tons of different racing games, and then we ask your feedback with a simple form that's associated with your wallet address and your user ID, and you give us feedback on what you would like to see improve, all sorts of good things. And that way we're getting really solid information to make the game even better,
Yeah,
which
and
is huge.
there'll be lots and lots of in-game, like for the racing league, for example, there'll be tournaments, there'll be individual tournaments, there'll be team tournaments. People will be winning NFTs. That again, some people could be winning the Kopi token itself. There'll be lots and lots of different types of rewards depending on how prestige. I don't know if that's the right word. The competition that we have, whether it's a basic competition or whether it's a full on end of season kind of big tournament where we will experiment with different things and we'll have feedback. Yeah, and I think it'll be incredible. So yeah, don't worry. There's plenty of rewards.
There are. Well, we're up to that point where we get to talk about what we saw in the employee meeting, the team meeting yesterday.
Tuesday meetings. I love Tuesday meetings.
I do too, except for the streaming issues we had with Discord. You know, the
I think we saw what we saw in about 480p. However, it didn't matter to me because I know what it's going to be like if I'm actually sat there at the other end.
yeah,
We all know you
exactly.
lose frames on streaming, and I think we had 26 people in this week's meeting, so we were kind of Discord was not very happy with us. We need a
No, it
better
wasn't, and
system
I
where
think there were issues overall with Discord yesterday as a
yeah.
whole, but that show and tell from David was pretty remarkable. I don't want to leak too much, but I want to talk about it, and you just
Yeah, we have to talk
it's
about it.
amazing. It's a theme park kind of entrance to Solace. I mean to the racing league.
Yeah.
So
I mean, set the story a bit further back. We've always been worried that people would see the racing game and think that that is our metaverse game. So how do we introduce the racing game first, yet still show that it's part of the larger metaverse? So we've been toying with the idea of maybe a cutscene where you see a bubble jet come into the racing district and the games there, and that could just be any old cutscene. So we had a meeting, and we gave the challenge out, a few months ago to David and the team, and now we're ready to kind of talk about what we've come up with, the solution.
Yeah, and your point is 100% accurate. Having the perception that, so that we'll release the Racing League, and it will be one of the few releases that is utilizing Unreal Engine 5 to date. So that's going to put us in a tier that, has a whole new group of people watching what's happening on Unreal Engine 5 and who's coming out on Unreal Engine 5. Well, that means we're going to have some influencers sharing the racing game, all sorts of things that are happening there, where the perception, to your point, is that Cornucopias is just a racing game.
Yep.
So there were several things that we wanted to do with this themed area entrance. Number one, first and foremost, everything you guys experience from Cornucopias, from just landing on our website to going into our Discord to the entrance to the Racing League, all of these things we want to be curated and high quality experiences. To the desktop launcher, everything that you see, we want it to be of that AAA quality, high quality experience where, like a staying at a 5-star hotel or something like that, where you're looking at these people want to create an experience for you that you're walking away from and then you're amazed by it. That's what we're trying to give you guys. So with this themed entrance to the racing game, it was remarkable. David showed what he created in a very short amount of time. And one of the elements there is showcasing SOLACE in a very unique way. I was blown away by it. What do you think?
Remember the Racing League is going to be set in a megadome. So what we're doing is, before you actually race, you're outside of the arena. You will see bits of the artwork of SOLACE. You'll be able to walk around. You'll be able to climb walls. You'll be able to run around. You'll be able to jump. You'll be able to interact with objects. You will go into the specific area, which actually I don't think we should probably leak what you're going to see in there, because I think that's going to be an amazing surprise in the future and very visual. But to go along with this, I've also released an individual page on COPIWiki that talks about esports. It's very brief, but I had overlooked the fact that we didn't have nothing in the COPIWiki about the esports league. So that will grow over time. But what this actually allows us to do, apart from, introduce elements of the metaverse, is everybody will also be able to see characters running around, interacting, like I say, jumping. We might introduce a bit of fishing in there, a bit of fun area. So make a huge event of the fact that you're actually in the metaverse, and you'll actually be able to test some of the mechanics in a smaller package before you get your hands on SOLACE. So
which
from a build
gives
point
us
of view,
it's building something fun for the entrance to the Racing League that effectively basically says now we have that element ready for SOLACE.
Yes.
For the most part, in a minimum form, it's making this more efficient. So it's giving you a taste of SOLACE, a miniature taste in certain things you'll experience in SOLACE, and the look and feel a little bit even of SOLACE, but that enables us to efficiently develop, because now we're developing things that are needed in SOLACE when we launched that. So it's
Yeah.
really it's a great strategy. It gives you an amazing experience entering the racing league,
I
and
think
the job he did on that is remarkable. What?
why it's also really important to me is because there will be people that don't care about racing. That racing is not their thing. They're waiting for the metaverse to come. Well, now you'll have a
Hmm.
little taste of that. You'll get your hands on the actual code and some artwork. Eventually, the character creator will be in there. So we'll probably have a couple of default characters that you can choose from. But those elements will go in there first. You'll get your hands on this stuff really early, and we'll have some testing in a really small, controlled testing environment. And then when it comes through to the metaverse, yeah, you've seen these. We might have some chopping down of trees in there as we get the artwork and the animations ready. We'll put them in there first, so we don't have to release this massive package that you'll have to download, maybe just to check one minor update. We've got this amazing racing game, and I'm pretty sure there'll be people that just download it and just test and play in this whole environment and maybe never have a race.
I'm
Because
sure. I'm
that's
sure
the
there will be.
experience
Yeah.
we're trying to get. We're trying to make it stand alone, and then when you go through that tunnel and join that lobby and then race eventually up to maybe 50 people, then yeah, we will. I can't wait, honestly. And we only saw this first release in like I say about 480p because it was streaming really bad. But
Hmm.
you could see at the other end that was in 4K. On his
We're
desktop, it
not
was in
so
4K.
far off from team testing in the cloud.
No,
Uh,
weeks.
we're not that far off. We're getting closer and closer. As we mentioned, last week with that demo on the multiplayer side, several players being hosted in a game from one local server. That wasn't cloud-based, but that still was a huge leap in terms of all the replication needed there.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. I can't. That's what.
And I don't know if we should say this or not, but you don't have to kind of take our word for it. We're going to share this with an external third party, non Cornucopias staff member pretty soon, who will be able to
Oh yeah,
talk about it. He's not going to have any clips or anything. You better not be recording on the sly.
yeah, yeah.
But
No, he won't.
yeah,
Yeah, we're
he
gonna give Crypto Crow
yeah,
a
Crypto
uh,
Pro,
a little a
fucking
little walkthrough of what the team saw yesterday, which is cool, and then he'll talk about it. Nobody's
yeah.
allowed to share this visually just yet, just because there is a marketing strategy associated with how we launch the racing game, and so we will be revealing that when it's more relevant.
Yep,
But it's a lot of fun. Well, we can move on now to the questions section.
yep.
You got some questions for me, Rob?
Um, yes. So the first question is from Spider, and it's when will we actually be able to start earning from our lands, domes, vehicles in the game?
Well, yeah, we alluded to this before, but the testing and feedback phase is one way. I don't have the specific answer or the timeline for anything, but as with all of the elements that we launch, when we launch Solace, there will be a testing period where we'll scale up our testing groups. When we launch racing, there will be a testing period where we scale up the racing groups. And then when feedback is provided, that will come associated with some rewards for helping us to contribute to the value and the experience of the game. So that would be the first time these things are available, would be in the testing groups. And then, like we also said before, we don't have the tokenomics entirely figured out. There is so much planning involved in that. But that being said, we do have plans for that as well. So ongoing in the game, there will be reward structures
Yep.
for winning races, or maybe achieving certain levels, and just a variety of different things. Um, did you want to add to that at all, or go to the next question?
No, no, no. I think we spoke quite a lot about rewards earlier in this chat.
Yeah. Okay.
The next question's from Danny Girl 3, one of the
Danny Girl
mafias.
3.
Yeah, she wants to know, in the racing game, will we need to pay for corn fuel for our vehicles using Kopi?
Need to? I don't think you need to. You can. There will be fuel that is required, but you could also stake to earn fuel for your NFTs. That's a gaming feature that we will be doing, but then there will be other ways of leveling up and earning fuel as well. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So the
that's
answer is
how I,
yes, you do. You will be burning fuel. So you will have
yeah.
to come across that fuel. However, whether it's gifted to you, whether you produce it yourself in game. I mean, there's a lot of farming going on creating biofuels, or whether you purchase it with in-game currency or Kopi tokens. So lots of ways, yes. But the answer is yes. You will need to pay for
Yeah.
fuel some way or another. And I suppose another question from Al Knight is, will there be collision detection when you're about to impact another vehicle in multiplayer for competitive and esports leagues?
It sounds like you're saying, I'm not
Well,
certain
he
I
wrote
fully understand
collusion
the question, but I'm
detection.
going to answer as best I can. Will there be a warning that you're about to collide with another vehicle? I don't think so. But if you do collide, there are collision rules and physics associated with
Yep.
any collision, whether it's with a rock wall that's on the outside of the track or whether it's with another vehicle. There has to be physics associated with what happens when these two items touch. That is a definite requirement, and it's definitely that will occur.
Yeah, there's no bumpers on these vehicles. There will be consequences for hitting things, which
Yeah.
we will show in further leaks.
Yes, yes, and that's very exciting, and in and of its own, that the systems around that and how the art changes is
Yeah,
that's kind of a semi leak there, but we'll get into that more
big
later.
leak.
It's a
Yeah.
lot of fun,
Let's just say if you break it, you will have to fix it.
but we aren't making it to where if you explode on the track or something, your NFT gets burned. We're
Well,
not doing
not
that.
burning. No, no.
No.
Something might burn. You can definitely blow up on the track.
Yeah, well, it might. Yeah, it might need some repairs. All right, so I think that's it for our questions. Thank you guys for asking questions, and I know that there's hundreds of them, and we can't get to them all, but and there's a lot of them that we just don't know the answer to yet. You guys ask great questions, but we're immersed in planning, and a lot of this, as you guys know, we're in startup phase, so Rob and I could announce something that ends up having to change or whatever. Like that, we have to be nimble and agile because you can't plan perfectly. And sometimes strategy needs to change, resource allocation needs to change, just a variety of things need to change. So we do our best to answer what we know, and that brings us to a fun segment of the show,
Oh yeah,
the leaks.
has it not been fun so far?
No, it's actually it's been great. I've enjoyed it. It's always a pleasure talking to you, Rob. So there's no doubt about that.
I like
All right,
talking to
here we
myself
go.
as well.
Huh? What'd you say? Are you
Huh?
sneaking thoughts in?
No, 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 no.
All right,
What you
here
leaking
we
there?
go.
Whoa. Okay.
So yeah, this is
What are we
what
looking
is
at?
this, Rob? Tell us about it.
It looks like a login screen with our logo on it. Is it a website? Mm-mm-mm.
It no, no, no. What is it?
So this is the first look at the desktop launcher. So we have a image already in COPIWiki of the desktop launcher, which I don't know, probably over a year ago when we produced that. It was for June, wasn't it, for consensus? So as we've been telling you, we've rewrote the desktop launcher from scratch. A different teams wrote that. I wrote the original one, so that had to move on. So this is the login screen. These have been designed by Jeff and his team. I think mainly Jeff has been overseeing
Jeff
this.
and Matt.
Yeah, Jeff and Matt, and the same team that designed the website as well. So it's got a consistent look and feel. So this will be a login screen, and when you log in here, you will actually be also making a connection through the web API to the website, our new website, and it will be reading your NFT wallet if you have a wallet connected, and it will also be talking in real time to the desktop game. So this is This
Yeah.
is more than just just an
I
app.
feel bad. Mark might have played a role in the design of these. They all work together, and there's so many things that we need UI for that it's just there's just a lot going on.
Yeah, and
But
just to,
yeah, it's one of those guys. I think it's amazing the work that's being done here for the desktop launcher. Talk us through this one.
so this is just one of the many screens. I think this is patch notes, so we'll be able to see what we're doing as we're going along. When we have other options there on the left, this is very much the MVP version of it. So there'll be lots more options in the future. We can see on here we have a news section. We have the my game assets, which is your NFTs, maybe some inbuilt assets as well that are not NFTs for the non-crypto people to introduce them to the game. And we'll have your profile up there. You'll have your own PFPs in there, and yeah, lots of stuff that goes in here. I think maybe something that we've never actually spoke about is that logo, because that logo's changed.
Yeah, the white. Well, that's what's on the website too. Everybody's seen it. Well, if you've been to our website, our newly designed website, the logo's a little different. But yeah, we haven't talked about how we've got the white version of it, but also removed the island awaits part
Very
from
clean.
it.
The
It's
island
very
still
clean.
awaits, but
I think it's powerful. I love it. Really, the island awaits coming off. That was a fun part of our beginning stages, and associated with so many things Cardano was doing, and also that our starter, concept of the game. But now there's many islands on the
yeah.
game. It's almost as if the islands await, but there's a huge experience for you, and we're calling that Cornucopias. So, for right now, that's what it is. But this is an amazing. I love the look and feel of the launcher. The design is remarkable as usual. The team's done an excellent job here. I cannot wait to get this in the racing league in your hands. But that's coming soon, and I think
Okay.
that's all that we have for you guys today. So, right on time too, because I'm finishing up my bev.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Oh, nice. You're ahead of me.
Got some more though. We're also
As
testing
always,
out.
guys, how many grams of sugar in that, Rob? I'm going to guess 33.
I don't know. We're back to the start again.
You just have to
Yeah,
read.
we're
You just
also
have to
testing
read.
out some new COPICafe recording software. So hopefully this version finds you a higher quality of sound, of image, and of editing. Let us know.
Always be improving. Yeah. You found a good one here. Let's see how it turns out. Thanks again for watching. Appreciate you guys. See you
Bye
next
bye.
time.